thank you. Thank you. Okay, we'll start now. Again. Long time ago, alam Melayu punya country got 4 ciri-ciri. First one, they have king. Number 2, they have undang-undang. Number 3, they have wilayah pengaruh. And number 4, they also have rakyat. Okay, so this is how 2000 years ago punya country looks like. They confirm will have these 4 things. Can faham? Okay, but of course in exam questions like essay or sometimes in structure questions you need to hurai. So how to hurai? Next you got huraian, no? After you wrote the fakta, you need to huraya. These are the huraian. For example, Raja is the tongkat utama kerajaan. Tongkat utama kerajaan means the main pillar of the country, the head of the country, aka the head of the country. Okay, if no Raja, if the country got no Raja, or if the Raja gonna kill, the whole country will collapse. The pillar of the country don't have Raja. You must have a Raja. No Raja means no country. Number 2, last time in 2000 years ago, Raja will also dibantu by pembesar, will also be helped by the pembesar. Okay, and the rakyat will always be loyal to the king, no matter what happened. Not like the people today. In zaman dahulu, the rakyat are all very, very loyal. They're all willing to sacrifice themselves and die for the king. In 2000 years ago. Number 2, what is undang-undang? Undang-undang is a law or a set of rules that will use as panduan pentadbiran. You can as like guidelines to run the country. Okay, because you must understand Raja, even though Raja, they're the biggest, but Raja cannot handle the country all by himself. That's why he'll hire a group of pembesar. But how to ensure the pembesar didn't PPAP, didn't simply run the country? They will create undang-undang to control them. Undang-undang is to tell the pembesar what are the things they can do and what are the things they can't do. Okay, it's a guideline to run the country. Okay, then number 3, what is wilayah pengaruh? Wilayah pengaruh are the land of the country. Okay, you see how they define the tanah. If you want to call the land as your country punya land, the rakyat near, the people who live on the land must accept the king. The rakyat on that land must willing to accept the king as their leader or memperakui Raja. Memperakui can like acknowledge. Okay, because in zaman dahulu there's no sembadan, there's no border. Not like today. I'll show you. This is Malaysia. Wait, I draw properly. Okay, this is Malaysia. Then we all know above Malaysia got who? Malaysia and which country are together? Thailand. So between Thailand and Malaysia, between Thai and Malaysia, there is a line. This line is called the border. The border. This one. Okay, I use other color. I use highlighter. This line are called border to separate Malaysia and Thailand. But in zaman dahulu, there's no such thing. No border. So how they decide which land belongs to which country? They look at the people. See the rakyat, acknowledge who is their king. If the rakyat in there acknowledge me as their king, then the place will belongs to me. But if the rakyat acknowledge, let's say Thailand punya king is their king, then the land will belongs to Thailand. Can you faham? It is decided by the rakyat. Okay. Then number 4, what is rakyat? What is citizen? 2000 years ago, citizen means the penduduk in a wilayah, a group of people who live in an area. And these people, they are all very, very loyal to the king and cannot mendahaka. What is mendahaka? Mendahaka, you cannot decide. Mendahaka means betray. You cannot betray the king. If you betray the king, there's only one ending for you. Dong dong qiang. You will mati. Can you faham? Okay. So this is the first subtopic of chapter 1. 2000 years ago, punya Southeast Asia, the Alam Melayu. So any question? Any question? You guys want to ask me? Any question? Oh, any question? Okay, I'll count now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if no question, let's recap. Number 1. Long time ago, in 2000 years ago, what do we call Southeast Asia? In 2000 to 1000 years ago, what do people call Southeast Asia? The answer is Alam Melayu. Number 2, last time in Alam Melayu, there's only 7 kingdoms, only 7 countries. And what this country actually looks like, what are the ciri-ciri of these 7 kingdoms? There are 4 ciri-ciri. Number 1, every kingdom in Alam Melayu, they will also have their own raja. Number 2, they'll also have their own undang-undang law. Number 3, they'll also have their own wilayah pengaruh. And number 4, they'll also have their own rakyat. Okay, so this is Alam Melayu punya kingdoms. Teacher, sorry, I came in it. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Just started only. Okay. Okay, so after you're done, okay, I'm going to show you how to practice using this nota. Okay, but this one is for you to do it at home when you revise the timer. You see, after you have done soalan 1, when you go home, you have to practice soalan 2 and soalan 3 before your exam, especially those who cannot write. Those who already understand but can't write out the answers during the exam, you have to practice using soalan 2 and soalan 3. Okay, in soalan kedua, what do you need to do? You need to read the huraian. For example, the huraian is, this is the penduduk wilayah. They are loyal to the king. Setia kepada raja. This is talking about who? The rakyat. Okay. Number 2. This fakta is talking about what? Kawasan, okay, it's a place that rakyatnya, a place that the people accepted the king, or acknowledge the king. So this kind of place is known as what? Wilayah pengaruh, the territory of your country. Okay. Number 3, who is the tongkat utama kerajaan? The pillar of the country. If tak ada this guy, if doesn't have this guy, the whole country will collapse. He is the pillar of the country. Who is here? Is here the king, raja. And number 4, these things are used as the panduan pentadbiran. These things are used as the guideline to run the country. It is to ensure the pembesar will not PPAP, will not simply run the country. And these are what? These are the undang. Okay, so this is how you practice at home. But not yet finish. I told you some students they have difficulties. In writing out the answers. So this will only help you to memorize the fakta. How to memorize the huraian? The bottom part. Soalan ketiga. Okay, ready? Again, long time ago, in 2000 years ago, in Alam Melayu, there is total of 7 kingdoms. Total of 7 kingdoms. And these 7 kingdoms, they also have what? Number 1, they have their own king. But how do you explain what is a king? How do you explain that? So you just have to copy. Then you can look at the top. Raja is what? Tongkat utama kerajaan. He's the main pillar of the country. And number 2, he is also helped by dibantu pembesar. Okay. Other than having pembesar to help him to run the country, Raja will also uses sistem pentadbiran to strengthen his country. So you can write kedudukan di pekuku sistem pentadbiran. And the last one, the Raja will memperoleh the loyalty from who? Ketaatan rakyatnya. Okay, so this is how you practice. But of course, at home, when you're doing this, try not to copy. If really cannot, only you copy. Try to memorize. Then you practice on soalan ketiga. And faham? Soalan 1 is what we do in class. What we do together during the class is to help you to understand. Soalan kedua is for you to memorize. You memorize starting from soalan kedua. Soalan ketiga is for you to practice. Faham? Okay. But even after doing this, you still have difficulties in forming it into a sentence. Don't know how to write a sentence. Don't know how to write essay. Easy already prepared for you. Here, this one. Can see this box? This box is complete answer. It's a complete answer. Essay punya answers for ciri-ciri negara bangsa Alam Melayu. So, any question? Ada apa-apa soalan? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No? No question? Okay, really no question now. Okay. So the rest of the question, where am I? Okay, here. Okay, just how we only did Raja. Undang wilayah pengaruh rakyat. This I'll leave it for you to do it at home. Okay, because I already explained how to practice, how to do revision using this nota. Okay, let's move on. Number 2, second subtopic. Still about Alam Melayu, but this time is different because just now I told you long time ago at first in Alam Melayu there's total of 7 kingdoms. There is only 7 kingdoms, but around 1,400 years the time, there's one very powerful country appear. Who are they? You can circle or highlight. They are the Malacca. So in the second subtopic, we have to learn long time ago, in 1,400 years the time, how powerful Malacca is, and what does the most powerful country actually looks like. Their ciri-ciri. Number 1, last time Malacca they have what? Number 1, they have kerajaan. If you don't know what is kerajaan, you can write at the bottom, government. They have their own government. Okay, what is government? The government in Malacca will be formed is also because of their king. Kerana adanya raja, because of their king. Okay, In the government, Raja is the pemerintah tertinggi, is the most powerful person. Basically, he control everything in the government. But of course, Raja satu orang cannot handle everything. So Melaka punya king as well. Melaka punya king would dibantu using a system called system pembesar empat lipatan. This one you can put a star. This one always come out in objective. They like to ask you the system that were used by the most powerful country in alam Melayu, the pembesar empat lipatan. Okay, number 4. Last time, at first, the Melaka punya king is called Raja. But after they joined Islam, selepas Islam, they started to change their gelaran from Raja to Sultan. Okay, so this is about their government. Melaka punya government. Number 2. In Melaka, what else they have left? They also have undang-undang. Just like the rest of the alam Melayu country, they also got their own undang-undang. Okay. And last time in Melaka, they have 2 undang-undang. One is for land, one is for the ground, one is for the sea. Hukum kanun Melaka, you can decide it's for land or on the ground. Okay, when you're on darat. Then undang-undang dalam Melaka, you can decide it's for sea. It's the undang-undang when you're on the sea, when you're on the laut. Okay, then why do they need undang-undang? Just like other countries, they use this undang-undang to protect the people and also to strengthen the country. That's why even the most powerful country in alam Melayu, they will also have undang-undang, and some more they have 2 undang-undang. Other country only got 1, but they have 2. Okay. Number 3, Melaka. Melaka last time will also have their own wilayah pengaruh. They will also have their own territory. Okay. How do they decide which land belongs to Melaka, which land doesn't belong to Melaka? Same thing. They also look at the rakyat. If the people, if the rakyat who live at the place accepted or acknowledged the king, then the place will belong to Melaka. But if the rakyat doesn't acknowledge or doesn't accept the king, then this place doesn't belong to Melaka. It's very simple. Because in zaman dahulu, there's no sembadan. There's no sembadan. Okay? So they uses the rakyat law to decide this land belongs to which country. Okay? Okay, number 4. Other than wilayah pengaruh, they will also have their own citizen, rakyat. Same thing. In Melaka, the citizen must be taat setia kepada Raja. They must be loyal to the king. Okay? And they also need to mematuhi all the undang-undang in the country. No matter who you are, no matter who your daddy is, the Melaka punya citizen are required to follow every single law. No exception. People who break the law will instantly gonna punished by the king. Okay. Number 3. Then the rakyat in Melaka also gonna divided into 2 jenis. There's golongan diperintah and golongan diperintah. What are the differences there? Golongan diperintah, you cannot decide the lower class. Lower class people. Golongan pemerintah are the upper class. Okay. Unlike the society today, now no more upper class and lower class. But last time got. Last time punya country, in last time punya society, there is social classes. Now don't have already. Even though if your family are very rich, even if your family is super rich, daddy is super rich. Daddy every day drive Ferrari, come and fetch you. But same thing. Everyone is equal. Me and you are still equal. Because no more upper class and lower class. But in zaman dahulu different. If you are lower class, you can only hang out with lower class punya people. But if you're upper class, you can only hang out with upper class punya people. This is how last time punya society works. Okay, Malacca got. Malacca got. Okay, okay. Next one. Next one is kedaulatan. In Malacca punya kedaulatan. What is kedaulatan? Kedaulatan you can write aside. In English, it's called sovereignty, aka power, kuasa. The power. This power to rule the country belongs to siapa leh? It belongs to Sultan. Only the Sultan. Only Sultan can have this power. If you don't know, if you still cannot understand what is kedaulatan, kedaulatan basically means the power to rule the country. The power to rule the country. Whoever who gotten this power, he can become the ruler of the country. He can control the whole country. And in Malacca, this power is on siapa punya tangan? Sultan. It's on Sultan punya hand. And how powerful is this power then? It is mulak. Mulak, you can aside. It is absolute. What is absolute then? If Sultan say yes, then everyone also need to say yes. If Sultan say no, then everyone only can say no. Can faham? This is what absolute means. Everything Sultan say is absolute. You cannot argue. You cannot give suggestion. You can only obey, 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 and obey. This is called absolute power. Okay. And next one. Next one. With this power, with this kedaulatan, you're also free of bebas daripada campur tangan asing. With this power on Sultan punya tangan, we also don't have to worry about other country come and kacau our country, come and interfere our country punya affairs. You don't have to worry about that because the kedaulatan is on Sultan punya tangan. That's why no other people, there's no other people than Sultan can control our country unless our kedaulatan kena taken away, which happened before. And then during your Form 3, our kedaulatan kena taken by who? Kena taken away by who? The British. The British for more than 200 years. Then after British, then it's Japan. Japan. Because in World War II, they successfully take over our country. Okay, so that's why, as a citizen, we have to protect our kedaulatan so that our kedaulatan will not fall into the tangan of kuasa asing. Okay, okay. Next one. Next one is lambang kebesaran. Wait, my color. To use red color. Lambang kebesaran. What is lambang kebesaran? It's a symbol of power. You can write aside. Symbol of power. Symbol of power. Okay, now also got one. You still see it every day in your life. For example, like how do you know this person is a police? The uniform. The uniform is the lambang kebesaran. Can faham? When you saw someone wearing the police uniform, it means he is the police and he have the authority to detain you, to tangkap you. Can faham? Okay, to stop you during a traffic. This is his authority. Can faham? So in Malacca, they also got this kind of lambang kebesaran to tell you who is the royal family, who is the king of the country. Can faham? Okay, see. So this lambang is actually the identity of their country. It represents their country. Okay, and it also represents how unique Sultan is. To remind you, Sultan is Sultan, and Sultan and normal rakyat are totally different. King is king. Normal citizen is normal citizen. We are in different level. We are in different level. Okay. And it also represents the Daulat of Sultan. Again, what is Daulat? Tulis. It also represents the power of Sultan. Okay. So any question for the second subtopic? Malacca, the most powerful country in Alam Melayu. The most powerful country. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if no question, let's recap. Ready? Number 1. In chapter 1, we are learning about 2,000 years ago, punya Southeast Asia. 2,000 years ago, Southeast Asia are known as what? 2,000 years ago, Asia Tenggara is known as what? The answer is Alam Melayu. Number 2. Last time, in 2,000 years ago, in Alam Melayu, how does the country looks like? What are the patterns of the country in 2,000 years ago? Number 1, they have Raja, they have Undang-Undang, then after that, they have Wilayah Pengaruh, they also got their own rakyat. Can faham? But around 1,400 years the time, there's one very powerful country appear, the Malacca Empire. And how Malacca Empire actually looks like in 500 years ago, number 1, they have government, kerajaan. Number 2, they also got undang-undang. And some more, they have 2 undang-undang. And number 3, they also have their own wilayah pengaruh, they have their own rakyat. And number 5, the kedaulatan of Malacca is on siapa punya tangan? Sultan punya tangan. And number 6, they also got lambang kebesaran to tell you and remind you the difference between a king and a normal citizen. Okay, so this is Malacca. So if you guys got no question, remember after the seminar, when you're free, when you're revising the chapter 1, remember to do soalan kedua and soalan ketiga. Practice using soalan kedua and soalan ketiga. Okay, especially for those who have difficulty in writing out the answers. Okay, I'll not do with you in the class because this one you can do it at home. If I do it in the seminar, it's a bit waste of time. Okay, let's continue. Let's move on to the third subtopic. This one. Pembesar, the system pentadbiran Malacca. You can highlight. What is system pentadbiran Malacca? You can tulis. System pentadbiran Malacca means the ruling system. The ruling system of Malacca. If you still tak faham, continue to explain to yourself. What is ruling system? The way they run the country. The way they run their country. Because every country, they also have their own unique way to control their country, to manage their country. Since Malacca is the most powerful country in 500 to 600 years ago, of course, we want to learn how they run their country. Number 1. Last time, I told you Malacca uses a very unique system to run their country. What is the system called? Just now we got learned before one. Their government uses a very unique and powerful system. The system is called what? The system pembesar 4 lipatan. Sistem pembesar 4 lipatan. Again, put a star beside this because it always come out in objective. It's one of the hot question in exam. So you must know this. The system pembesar 4 lipatan. How does it work, sir? in sistem pembesar Palipatan, they will divide the pembesar into 4 layers. Sultan is the biggest. Under Sultan, we have 4 pembesar. Under Sultan, we have 4 pembesar. Under the 4 pembesar, we have 8. Under the 8 pembesar, they have 16. Under the 16 pembesar, they have 32. These are called the 4-layer system. But in Form 4, you just have to know who are the biggest pembesar, who are the top 4 pembesar. The top 4 pembesar under Sultan is these people. The Bendahara, Temenggung, Laksamana, Penghulu, Bendahari. Can you faham? They are known as the Big 4. Top 4 pembesar, Big 4. The Big 4. Okay? Then last time, if you are the pembesar berempat, the Big 4, when you become the pembesar the time, Sultan will give you a piece of land. And the land is known as Kawasan Pegangan. You can recite. A land that were given by Sultan. Okay? So these are the benefits of becoming Big 4, the top 4 pembesar. Okay? Number 2, other than the system, what else do you need to know on how Malacca run their country? Other than system pembesar Palipatan, actually in the whole country or in the government, Sultan is still the biggest. Because Sultan will lead the pemerintahan. I'll use another color bar. Sultan will mengetuai pemerintahan, and he is berkuasa in every single thing from A to Z. He is also the person who make every single decision. Okay. Then after that, under Sultan, you see the Big 4, Bendahara. The first one is called Bendahara. Bendahara. Bendahara, even though he is one of the pembesar in Big 4, Big 4 got 4 pembesar, very powerful. But then Bendahara is the most powerful one. He's the most powerful one. Why then? Let's see what Bendahara can do. Number 1, he's the Ketua Pendapil. What is Ketua Pendapil? Right aside, he's the head of all pembesar. He is the head of all pembesar. Number 2, in Malacca, other than Sultan, Bendahara is actually the second person or the only person that can control the Angkatan Tentera. There's only 2 people can control Tentera, can control the military in Malacca. One is Sultan, because he's the king. The second person who can control the military is Bendahara. Confirm? That's why very powerful. Very, very powerful. And not only that, Bendahara is also the Pemangku Sultan. If Sultan is absent, if Sultan is sick, then who will represent the Sultan? Bendahara. Pemangku Sultan means the substitution or the wakil, representative of Sultan. If Sultan is not here, if Sultan is absent, so whatever the Bendahara say is basically Sultan punya words, Sultan punya commander. That's why among the Big 4, he is the most powerful pembesar. He is the most powerful pembesar. That's why Bendahara usually are personally elected by the king. He is one of the most trusted pembesar that Sultan have. One of the most trusted pembesar. Okay. Okay. Number 2. What else? Oh, okay. Then in Malacca, because Malacca punya country is very big, that's why when they are running the whole country, their Pendapiran Pusat. Pendapiran Pusat, you can recite whole country. When you are controlling the whole country, usually Sultan will make the decision together with pembesar. Now remember Melaka punya sistem pendapatan is called sistem pembesar 4 lipatan. Remember they uses this system. Under Sultan they have 60 pembesar in total. 4, 8, 16, 32. If you add it up, it will be total of 60 pembesar. These 60 pembesar will help Sultan together with Sultana to make the decision for the whole country. Okay, we make the decision for the whole country. Because too big already. Malacca is not like what you have imagined. It's not like the Malacca that you see today. 400 to 500 years ago, punya Malacca, they are very, very, very big. They are very, very big. The whole Tanah Melayu, I draw for you. The whole Tanah Melayu, this Malaysia, Semenanjung Malaysia, the whole thing, and half of Sumatra. Also Malacca. Okay, that's why when they are making decision for the whole country, usually Sultan will make it together with the pembesar, okay, to lower down the mistakes, or to make the best decision. Okay, this is very important. Next time, if it becomes a leader, even if it becomes a leader, you becomes a boss, it's important to listen to your colleagues, to your workers. Confirm? Sometimes you'll be surprised. You're surprised with the ideas or the suggestion that your workers can give you, or your colleagues can give you. Okay, don't be too confident. I mean, sometimes even though you're the smartest in the group, there's no harm to listen to others. Okay, it might stimulate you to give you like better ideas, or like from different perspective to do something. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. That's why be humble. No matter what position you're in, be humble. Be humble. Okay. Next one. Okay. Then in Malacca, who is controlling the system kewangan? You can tulis system. No, wait, not kewangan. This is not system kewangan. Let me read the Brian. Pembesar Dandi Sultan. Oh, okay, no. This is talking about pendapatan wilayah. Pendapatan wilayah means like satu tempat. Pendapatan pusat is the whole country, then this one is each area or place. Okay, in Malacca, each area or each place in Malacca will have one pembesar that was elected by Sultan. Sultan will pick a pembesar and put him in each area. Okay, for example, like Puchong will have one pembesar, Sri Petaling will have one pembesar. Then after that, Klang will have one pembesar, Subang will have one pembesar, Gasing will have one pembesar. Every area will also have one pembesar. Okay, and what does the pembesar need to do? The pembesar need to jaga the keamanan of his area, of his own area, and collect the cukai. Okay, basically manage the place. Okay. Then now comes to money, system kewangan. Now it's money. System kewangan. Who manage the money of Malacca? You can highlight Penghulu Bendahari. Remember Penghulu Bendahari? He is one of the top 4 pembesar, one of the big 4 in system pembesar 4 lipatan. And Penghulu Bendahari, he is the one who control, manage, and keep the treasury of Malacca, the money of Malacca. Okay, then you can see where the money comes from. Usually, Shah Bandar will collect the cukai of the pelabuhan. Then the pembesar will collect the cukai from their own kawasan. After they collected the cukai, pembesar Shah Bandar will pass all the money to the penghulu bendahari. Then the penghulu bendahari will calculate, see, will manage the money. Okay, some of the money will also be uses of hasil cukai are uses for what? Will be uses to build istana, build palace, or buy weapons to strengthen the country. Okay, the penghulu bendahari will decide how to use the money, how to utilize the money for the country. Of course, Sultan also got power to use the money, but with the advice of penghulu bendahari, because he have the knowledge. Usually, penghulu bendahari, they are very smart. They are very smart with money. They know how to use money to earn more money. That's why Malacca punya king will pass the money to him. Okay, and last one. Now we have to learn about the system keselamatan of Malacca. Their safety system. Sistem keselamatan. Okay, who is in charge of protecting Malacca punya safety? Who pembesar? Temenggung and Laksamana. Who are they? Also one of the pembesar in the big four. In the big four, among the big four. Okay, so any question? Others, apa-apa soalan? Any question? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if no question, let's recap. Number 1. Long time ago, how Malacca, the most powerful country in Southeast Asia, runs their country? Number 1, they uses what system? Malacca punya country uses what system to run the country? They uses what system? The answer is they uses a system called sistem pembesar 4 lipatan. Number 2, in system pembesar 4 lipatan, who is the biggest? Sultan. After Sultan is siapa? One of the big 4 bendahara. Can faham? Okay. But other than bendahara, the big 4 also got their own personal tasks. They are all in charge of in their own specific bidang. For example, the Temenggung and Laksamana, they're in charge of the system keselamatan of Malacca. Then penghulu bendahari, which is also one of the big 4, he managed the system kewangan of Malacca. Can faham? Okay. Then Malacca will also divide the pendapatan into 2. One is pusat. Here. Pusat, the whole country. When it comes to whole country punya problem, usually Sultan will make the decision together with the pembesar, the 60 pembesar. Okay. Then for wilayah means like satu tempat. Every wilayah will have a pembesar, and this pembesar will take care of the area and collect the cukai. Can faham? Okay. So any question? Ask me. Tanya saya. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if no question, let's move on. I think this is the last already, but no, walao. Wait, let me see. Oh, still got undang-undang. Yeah, undang-undang. Still got 2 more. 2 more. You guys need a break or something? You guys need to rest or still can tahan? No need. If you guys are tired, cannot focus, let me know. Then we can take a small break. Maybe a toilet break. Okay, let's continue. Now we have to learn the undang-undang of Malacca. Okay, can good idea. Okay, see. Last time in Malacca, I told you, yes, they have undang-undang, but Malacca is very unique. They are very unique because they divide their undang-undang into 2. One is called Hukum Kanun Malacca, and the other one is called Undang-Undang Laut Malacca. What are the differences? Hukum Kanun Malacca is the undang-undang for the darat. for land. Okay, and what is inside number one? Let's see. In Hukum Kanun Melaka, it talks about jenayah. They talks about jenayah. What is jenayah? Tulis crime. Crime. In Melaka, usually if you committed a crime, the hukuman will setimpa with your jenayah. AKA, let's say the more severe crime you have committed, the more severe your punishment will be. Can faham? Then terbalik, if the crime that you have committed is very, very insignificant, very, very small, then your punishment will also be very small. The punishment is based on what kinds of crime you have committed. More severe, then the punishment will be more serious. If not so severe, then your punishment will be lighter. Can faham? But in Melaka, the most severe punya punishment is actually this one. Hukuman bunuh. Dihukum bunuh. The most serious punya punishment, death penalty. The death penalty. Okay, in what situation? In Melaka, in what situation you kena death penalty? Two situations. Number one, you kill someone without the pengetahuan of Sultan and Pembesar. Okay, which is like you kill someone without notifying, actually not notifying. Okay, if Pembesar or Sultan order you to kill someone, then that is allowed. But if it is not ordered by Sultan or Pembesar, then you are not allowed to kill someone. Confirm? That means Pembesar and Sultan, they have the power to kill someone, but you don't have. You can't kill someone in Melaka. Confirm? Okay, if it's order of Sultan or Pembesar, then okay. But if it's your own decision, tak boleh. Then you kena death penalty. Okay. Number two, other than pembunuhan, if you ingkar or palsukan titah Sultan, you also dihukum bunuh. If you go against or if you try to fake the orders of Sultan, GG, you also kena death penalty. And actually, death penalty is not the most serious punishment. There's actually one more. The most serious punishment in Melaka is actually the whole family also kena death penalty. That is the paling serious one. That is the paling serious one. Okay? They'll kill your whole family. Okay, number two. In Hukum Kanun Melaka, other than jenayah, what else they have left? They also got undang-undang for peranan. Wait. Tukar color. Change color. Peranan Sultan. Peranan Sultan dan Pembesar. They also got undang-undang, law and rules for Sultan and Pembesar punya role. Sultan and Pembesar punya task or job. Okay, for example, Sultan, one of the role or one of the job that Sultan have to do is melantik Pembesar. Okay, that's it. Okay, and number three, got jenayah lah, got peranan Sultan and Pembesar lah. What else they have left? They also got undang-undang for kekeluargaan, family. For example, if you want to nikah, if you want to get married, your marriage ceremony need to have how many people? 4 saksi, 4 witnesses. 4 witnesses. If you cannot find 4 people to witness your marriage ceremony, Melaka actually allows you to have minimum 2 saksi, but cannot less than that. 2 is minimum already. If you have less than 2 people to witness your marriage, then that means your marriage is illegal. Melaka doesn't acknowledge your marriage. Can faham? Okay. Okay, not only that, there's also rules for the saksi. If you want to become the saksi, you must be lelaki. Wanita cannot. Wanita and hamba is not allowed to become saksi, cannot become witnesses. Because last time they're very sexist. They look down on women. So they don't believe in women. They think that woman is not capable of doing such important tasks or handling such important tasks. So your witnesses must be lelaki and cannot be your humble. Cannot be a humble. Okay. Okay, next one. They also got undang-undang for economy. For economy. Like for example, like what? Riba is not allowed. Riba, you cannot say. Riba means compounding interest. Compounding interest is not allowed. Okay. Riba cannot. Then normal interest can. Compounding cannot. Cannot like 2%. You charge people interest 2%, then 4%, 4%, then 8%, 8%, then 60%. Cannot. That one is not allowed. 2%, then 2%. Cannot keep on compound and compound and compound. Cannot keep on add up and add up. Okay. Then after that, they also got rules for people who want to do business. In Malacca, because they are a country who do a lot of businesses. They are a country that rely on perdagangan, earn money. That's why they have very, very strict rules for people who want to do business in Malacca. In Malacca, people who want to do business mesti akil balik. What is akil balik? Must be mature, must be an adult. You must be mature enough or an adult. Okay, kids cannot do business. Number 2, you also need to be siuman. What is siuman? Mentally healthy. Cannot got mental health problem. Like crazy people. Later you go and bite people. Cannot. Okay. Number 3, before you do business, you also need to declare lafaz niat jual beli. You also need to declare why you want to sell, why you want to do business, and what are you selling. You have to declare what business you are doing or your intention. Your intention. Okay. Then only you are allowed to do business. If not, tak boleh. If not, then cannot. Okay. So, any question? Ada apa-apa soalan? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if no question, let's recap. Again, number 1. Last time in Alam Melayu, around 1,400 years the time, Malacca, the most powerful country, has appeared. Then in Malacca, what kinds of undang-undang do they have left? They have 2 undang-undang. One is called the Hukum Kanun Malacca. The other one is called the Undang-Undang Laut Malacca. And in exam, what do you need to memorize? You need to know what is inside Hukum Kanun Malacca and what is inside Undang-Undang Laut Malacca. Okay? Okay, so after you're done, let's see the next Undang-Undang of Malacca. Undang-Undang Laut Malacca. Highlight this one. Okay, number 1. What is inside Undang-Undang Laut Malacca? Number 1, they have peranan nakoda. If you don't know what is nakoda, you can tulis at the bottom, captain. Nakoda means captain. Nakoda means captain. Okay, so in the law, they got explain to you what a captain needs to do. Number 1, captain, when he is on the laut, when they are on the sea, captain, he have full power on the ship how powerful he is, his power is like a king when he's on the ship. But you help me write aside, only during the pelayaran. Once the kapal landed, once the kapal landed on the land, then no more. He's just a normal people. But when he's on the kapal, he's like a king. He is very, very powerful. So that means no matter who you are, every people who are on the kapal also need to mematuhi arahan nakoda. No exception. No exception. Because he's like a king. Okay? Okay, the next one. Pelayaran. In Undang-Undang Melaka, they also got rules for pelayaran. Pelayaran means what? You can write aside. Sailing. They also got rules for sailing. Okay, to prevent people PPAP. PPAP. Okay. For example, they talk about the peranan, the job of a juru mudi, malim, and juru patua. Malim, this one you can put a star. They also always ask you in exam. It is also one of the hot questions. What does malim do? Malim, if you don't know, you can write aside. Malim is actually like navigator. And you know the GPS. Last time I got GPS. Last time you have to hire. You have to hire a navigator to navigate the roads. Okay. So malim is navigator. Wait. Navigator. If you tak faham, write aside GPS. Human GPS. Okay. For example, in pelayaran punya rules, they stated very clearly. Malim, every malim must arif in pelayaran. They must be very, very good. They must master all the ilmu of pelayaran. If they don't, if malim lalai, lalai means careless. If the malim is careless and causes the ship to langgar, then the malim would be hukum bunuh, will kena death penalty. It's very, very strict. It's very, very strict. This is to prevent some random people, some A, B, C, D, E, F, G, also go and become malim. This is because this is about the safety of the penumpang. That's why if you are the malim of the ship, if it causes the ship to bang or hit on something, or causes the people on the ship to injured, then you gonna death penalty. No question being asked. Immediately. Can come? Okay. Very, very strict. Very, very strict. Number 3. In Undang-Undang Melaka, they also got talk about what? They also got talk about jenayah. The crime. What will happen if you committed a crime on the kapal? If let's say when you're on the kapal, you commit a crime, you did something bad. What will happen? Actually, here at the bottom, actually is the same as hukum kanun Melaka. Actually, it's the same, exactly the same as the undang-undang on darat. Okay. For example, if you kill someone, pembunuhan atas kapal akan dihukum mati. Will also kena death penalty. Okay. Then the punishment will also based on the crime that you have committed. The more severe the crime you have committed, the more severe the punishment you get. Okay. Same as hukum kanun Melaka. No differences. Just that one is on kapal, one is on the darat. Okay. And the last one. Last one is about what? Cukai. The cukai tax. Because when you naik kapal, the time when you take a kapal, you also need to pay cukai. And this cukai, the rate, the kada, how many percent, how much you have to pay, is actually ditentukan nakoda. It's decided by the nakoda. Once you have agreed to the rate, then you can naik kapal. If you don't agree, if you think that wow, lao, so expensive, you think that it's very unfair, Then you just have to take another kapao. Okay. But once you agree to pay the rate, you have to pay to the nakoda. Okay. No matter what, you have to pay. Okay. So basically, it's very systematic and very adil. It's very fair. You can tahan. You think that it's fair. The price is okay. Then you naik kapal. If you think that the price is too expensive, overpriced, then you take another ship. Easy as that. Okay. So any question? Ada apa-apa soalan? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So maybe we'll take a small break, a 5-minute break. A 5-minute break. Okay. You guys can go toilet. You guys can stand up and stretch a bit. You guys can grab something to eat. Okay. A 5-minute break. Now it's 2:10, 2:15. 2:15. We'll come back. Okay. Then for students who want to ask me anything, for anyone who want to ask me anything, you ask me now. If anything you're very confused, if anything like too fast or too slow, just let me know. You can tell me. You can tell me. You can tell me. I can adjust accordingly. Okay. 2:15. 4 more minutes. Go back. Go grab something to eat. Some snacks. Maybe drink some water. Okay. Go. Same thing. Any question also can ask me. Boleh tanya saya. I'll be here. Three more minutes. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Two more minutes. One more minute. 1 more minute. One more minute. La 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 la. 1 more minute. Okay, time's up. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's continue. This one. The last subtopic. The peranan pemerintah dan rakyat, aka the Society of Malacca. Okay, last time in 500 to 600 years ago punya Malacca, I told you are divided into 2 social classes, the upper class and the lower class. Let's see what the golongan pemerintah, or we call the upper class, have to do, and what the lower class people have to do. Okay, number 1, perjanjian pemerintah between pemerintah and rakyat. Okay, this is talking about wadat. You can do this first. This is actually a promise that was made by the leader and the people of Malacca long time ago. It's a promise. It's a promise. What they promise? The leader of Malacca will forever protect the rakyat. But in return, the rakyat will have to stay loyal to the pemerintah, no matter what. Okay, I protect you, you give me your loyalty. Okay, this is the promise they made to each other. Okay, so you can see in this perjanjian, this perjanjian is made by who? Between pemerintah and rakyat. Then the rakyat promise, promise they will give their loyalty to the Sultan and Pembesar. Then Sultan Pembesar will protect them. Bernaung bawah ikan side under protection. Were under the protection of Sultan and Pembesar. Okay. Number 2. The golongan pemerintah, which is the upper class, the upper class people, they have Sultan and also the Pembesar. What Sultan need to do as the king, which is the leader of the country, they have to protect the keselamatan of the rakyat and also mewujudkan perpaduan. Mewujudkan perpaduan, you can side. They also need to unite the people. They also need to unite the people. Okay. Then after that, as the leader of the country, the king, you also need to bertanggungjawab on the kemakmuran and kestabilan of the country. You also need to ensure the country is stable, is safe to live, and also prosperous. The people got money, got food to eat, got place to live in. Okay. Then the leader, Sultan, also need to membuat undang-undang to control the country. Okay. Then other than Sultan, in upper class, there is also pembesar. What pembesar need to do? Menjaga keamanan of their own area and mengutip cukai in their own area. Pembesar, because pembesar, even though they are upper class people, but at the end of the day, Sultan is still the biggest. So pembesar punya job, pembesar punya task is not as much as Sultan. Because there's a saying, just like the Spider-Man, greater powers come with greater responsibilities. So Sultan, as the head of the country, of course he need to do more, but pembesar no need. Okay. Then for lower class, which is the golongan pemerintah, golongan pemerintah, aka the lower class. The lower class people, they have who? They have petani, nelayan, peniaga, tukang, hamba, just the normal citizen. We are all considered as lower class. And our job is very simple. We don't have to do anything special. We can just live our life normally, or however we want. But we have to be loyal to the king. because of wadat. Remember the promise? King will protect us no matter what, but we have to be loyal to them no matter what. This is what we have promised. And not only we have to be loyal, we also need to mematuhi arahan raja cannot mendahaka, cannot betray the king. Okay, and we also have the tanggung jawab and the obligation to attend to all the majlis umum, aka the celebration. AKA the celebration, like King's birthday, you have to celebrate, or maybe the Hari Kemerdekaan. So those festivals we have to celebrate as the citizen, as the rakyat. Okay, and if the country went into a war, as a rakyat, as the lower caste people, we also need to become the tentera and fight for the country. Okay. So any question? Any question you guys want to ask? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if no question, let's go to latihan. Let's go to our latihan. Time to practice with latihan. Okay. Okay, before I continue, let's recap what you have learned just now. Number 1. Chapter 1 is talking about the history of Southeast Asia. I told you all, Southeast Asia, in a long time ago, they are actually known as what? What do people call Southeast Asia? Long time ago. What do people call Southeast Asia? Long time ago. The answer is Alam Melayu. The first thing that you have learned is Alam Melayu. Okay. Then after that, we all know in Alam Melayu, there is total of 7 kingdoms. 7 kerajaan. And this kerajaan, they also got the same pattern. They have Raja, they have their own king, they have their own territory, wilayah pengaruh. They also have their own undang-undang. And they also have their own rakyat. Okay. About 1,400 years at time, suddenly got one kingdom appear. And the kingdom is called Malacca. The Malacca. Okay. Then what does the most powerful country looks like? Number 1, they have kerajaan. Number 2, they also got their rakyat. They also got their wilayah pengaruh. They also got their own undang-undang. And they have what? They have something that other country doesn't. Kerajaan. They have their own government. And they also got kedalat. Kerajaan, I wrote already. They have lambang kebesaran. Got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more. One more is kedalatan. Kedalatan. There's a total of 6 ciri-ciri. And after we learn what Malacca looks like in 500 to 600 years ago, we also learn how they rule their country and their undang-undang and also their people. Okay, so this is what you have learned. Okay, for this latihan, we'll do it together. We'll do it together, question by question. Okay, ready? Number 1. Lengkapkan ciri X and Y. What happened? Okay. Wait. Suddenly gonna kick out. Wait. Let me share the screen. Wait. Tunggu. Wait. Okay, ready? Number 1. Okay, lengkapkan ciri X dan Y. This is talking about the ciri-ciri of Kerajaan Alam Melayu. I told you all, 2,000 years ago, punya kingdoms they are all very similar. They also got 4 patterns. One, you have Raja, they have Rakyat. Then what is X and Y? Don't know what happened. Suddenly gonna kick out. Suddenly gonna kick out. Come on, what is X and Y? X is Raja, Rakyat, Wilayah, Pengaruh, and Y is Undang, Undang-undang. Okay, terbalik also can. Terbalik also cannot. Just remember, Alam Melayu punya countries, they have 4 patterns. First, they confirm have king. They confirm have their own rakyat. They confirm have their own undang-undang. And they also confirm will have their own territory, which is called wilayah pengaruh. Okay. Number 2, nyatakan peranan raja dalam kerajaan Alam Melayu. What does a king needs to do? What does a king needs to do in Alam? What does a king needs to do in Alam Melayu? Okay. Again, see you guys in 6 seconds.
我是未成年 High School MY 的 Dino 学长。那如果你想要找出自己的天赋、兴趣，或者是让你在未来有更多的职业选择，可以帮助你提升你自己的自信心，还有找出你自身的优势。在来临的6月24号下午2点到4点钟，Dino 学长呢会跟一位临床心理师叫美心，诚意邀请你一起来玩这个霍兰的职业兴趣测试 Holland Test。那这个测试呢是由美国的心理学家 John Holland 提出的，当中也帮助了很多人找出自己的人生方向。不过在参加这个活动之前呢，你
Hi. Nice. We're gonna kick out again. Nice. Everyone gonna kick out. Just now I can see all the TC people. All gonna kick out. Nice. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. B. Wait, I forgot to share screen again. Oh my god. So chaotic. Last time happened before. That day when I was teaching Form 3 also like that. But this time more serious. This time more serious. Okay, but let's continue. B. Nyatakan peranan raja dalam kerajaan Alam Melayu. So in Alam Melayu, what does the king needs to do? Number 1, you can write. King is the tongkat utama kerajaan. Last time king is very, very important. So you can write merupakan tongkat utama kerajaan. What is tongkat utama kerajaan? The main pillar of the country. The main pillar. If no Raja, that means there will be no country. Got Raja, only got country. Okay, number 2. This question is 3 marks. So you can continue writing. Raja would dibantu. Oh my god. Raja would dibantu oleh pembesar. Why? Because Raja couldn't. It's impossible to ask Raja to control the whole country all by himself. So that's why Raja will be helped by the pembesar. Okay. And number 3. Then the rakyat law, how the rakyat will treat the Raja. The rakyat will be very, very loyal to the king. So you can write third mark. Raja memperoleh ketaatan daripada rakyatnya. Okay, so this is a king of Alam Melayu. The king in 2000 years ago, 1000 years ago. Okay, then see, bagaimanakah rakyat Alam Melayu menunjukkan kesetiaan kepada raja? So how do you, or how does the people in Alam Melayu express their loyalty? How do they show their loyalty to the king? Number one, you can do this. Tidak menderhaka or mematuhi undang-undang, okay, or with the upacara kesetiaan, or menjalankan. There are multiple ways to express your loyalty. First, you must obey the law. Because if you're loyal to the country, if you're loyal to the king, of course you will obey. You will not break the law. And number two, also never betray the king. Okay? Or you can also menjalankan the upacara kesetiaan. Okay? Just like in Srijaya, I give you contoh. This is very famous in Srijaya. Because in Srijaya, last time, the pembesar, they have to go through a ceremony. When they become pembesar the time, they have to go through a ceremony. Even the rakyat also need to go through. Contohnya, in Srijaya, rakyat Srijaya, Sriwijaya mengadakan upacara kesetiaan antara pemerintah dengan golongan diperintah. Okay? This is the example. This is the example. So here actually can get 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. 4 marks. Okay? Since it's latihan, so I'll just give extra answers. Okay, Donkey. Mengapakah rakyat perlu menunjukkan kesetiaan kepada raja hingga kini? So why do you think we have to be loyal to the king? Even until today, 2023, even though the zaman is different already, zaman dahulu, they have to be loyal to the king is because king is the one who runs the country. But now, no idea. Like for example, in Malaysia, even though we still have Sultan, we still have Agung, but king is not the one who managing the country. So why do we still need to be loyal to them? Why? One very simple reason. Because, wait, my Apple Pen not in already. Wait. One simple reason, because the king is our ketua negara. One simple reason. There's no need for other reason. Raja merupakan ketua negara. He is the Ketua Negara. So that is already enough. That is already enough for us to be loyal to them, to the Sultan and to the Agong. Okay? And actually, not only that, Sultan can actually do more. Sultan and Agong are still very, very important to our country. For example, number 2, you can write Raja also merupakan lambang perpaduan rakyat. Raja is also the symbol of unity of the people. He unites the people. He unites the people together. Okay? Without the king, the whole country will become very fall apart. Like will become gelam gabut. Okay? So there's a need for us all to be loyal to the king, to keep the king safe. Okay? And number 3, king, the existence of king can also Raja juga menjamin kestabilan politik negara. Okay? Because even though king is no longer the ruler of the country, they are. Even though king is no longer the person who managed the government, who managed the country, just like in the old days. Even though they are no longer like that. But then the thing is, the Raja, the Sultana, they can ensure no one in the government, including our Anwar, including our Prime Minister, PPAP, abuses their power. They can do that. Okay? So it's important. It's quite important for Malaysia to have king. We still need them. We need them. That's why we have to be loyal to them. We have to keep them safe and sound. Okay? So any question? Ada apa-apa soalan for question number 1? This is what will come out like usually in exam. If chapter 1 will come out in exam, this is how they will ask you during the exam. Okay? Done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's recap. Number 1. Chapter 1 was talking about Alam Melayu, the 2,000 years ago of Southeast Asia. Number 2, Southeast Asia in 2,000 years ago, the country are all very similar. They have similar pattern. For example, they have Raja, they have Rakyat, they have Wilayah Pengaruh, they also got Undang-Undang. And number 2, in Alam Melayu in 2,000 years ago, what does a king needs to do? Number 1, he's the tongkat utama kerajaan, the pillar of the country. If no Raja, the whole country will collapse. Number 2, the Raja will run the country with the help of pembesar. Number 3, the Raja will also memperoleh the taat setia from the people, rakyat. Okay. The next one, how the people in Alam Melayu express their loyalty? How do they show that they are loyal to the king? First, follow the rules. Number 2, never mendahaka the Raja, never betray the king. And number 3, some country they also do a ceremonial called upacara kesetiaan to show their loyalty, like Srijaya. Okay. Okay, so if you guys got no question, then you can look at question number. Okay, maybe you don't do essay first. We do question number 3 first. Okay, because essay will take very long. Later do one question. Then use up all the time already. Okay, so you can go to page number 34. 34, we'll do question number 3. We'll do question number 3 first. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First question. Katakan asas penggubalan hukum kanun Melaka. How did they create hukum kanun Melaka? Okay, this one, just I forgot to mention to you. You see, in Melaka, the undang-undang got two. One is called hukum kanun Melaka. The other one is called undang-undang Lao Melaka. Both of these undang-undang were created by using Syariah dan hukum adat. Okay, what is Syariah? Syariah, you can decide. Islamic law. And also, what is hukum adat? Their tradition. So this is how they actually created the law, using their tradition and also the undang-undang of Islam. Okay, number 2. Nyatakan dua perkataan yang hanya boleh digunakan oleh raja mengikut hukum kanun Melaka. Okay, because these are actually you learn it in Bahasa Melayu. You know one. Okay, because last time raja is raja. They are not like the normal citizen. That's why the raja will have their own bahasa. We call that bahasa istana. So there are a few words that can only be used by the king, by the royal family. Can faham? Which we normal people are not allowed to use. For example, beta. When you address yourself, you cannot use beta, this word. It's not for you to use. Okay, number 2, angry. You cannot use muka. Muka is for raja to use. Confirm? Other bahasa istana you should know. You can also do this. Okay, so this one I won't go through with you. I can PPAP yourself. Okay, then C. Jelaskan kandungan hukum kanun Melaka berkaitan jenayah. Remember, in hukum kanun Melaka, there's a lot of different rules inside. So they want you to explain about jenayah one, crime. Last time, if you committed a crime in Melaka, how would they punish you? They use a method called hukuman setimpal. Okay, I write properly. Wait. Hukuman setimpal. Dikenakan terhadap pembuatan jenayah. Which is what I told you just now. If you committed a crime, they'll punish you according to what you have committed. The more serious your crime is, the more serious your punishment will be. Confirm? Okay, number 2. What else you can tell them about jenayah? Remember, the most severe, the paling severe punya punishment is hukuman bunuh. Hukuman bunuh. Okay, so can I? Hukuman bunuh akan dikenakan kepada who? Kepada sesiapa yang membunuh okay, when someone killed someone that wasn't ordered by Sultan or the pembesar tanpa pengetahuan raja dan pembesar, raja atau pembesar atau pembesar. Okay, and not only that, there's another thing will also get yourself death penalty in Malacca, which is disobeying the king. So you can write selain itu, sesiapa yang ingkar arahan, disobey the king or go against the king, juga akan dikenakan hukuman bunuh. Okay, so 3 marks. This is how you explain. This is how you explain. Dan Dongki, mengapakah hukum kanun Melaka menjadi rujukan untuk penggubalan undang-undang kerajaan Melayu lainnya? So why after Melaka collapse, there's so many Malay kingdoms like Perak, Pahang, Johor, they all refer to hukum kanun Melaka when they create their own undang-undang. Why? Why? Because their undang-undang is very, very good. This is actually a key part question. So you can write because hukuman yang dikenakan sangat adil. It's very fair. It's very, very fair. Okay. And number 2. What else? Okay. Right. Selain itu, hukum kanun Melaka is also a very complete punya undang-undang. That's why people like it. Hukum kanun Melaka membincangkan tentang apa? Tentang jenayah. You want jenayah, they have jenayah. You want peranan sultan dan pembesar, they also have it. You want kekeluargaan family punya rules. You want family punya rules, they also got. Dan economy. You want economy one also can. Okay. Also can. They also have it. They also have it. They have everything. They have everything. That's why instead of making or creating your own undang-undang from the scratch, from 0 to 100, why not just refer to Malacca? Since they're also the most powerful country, they're the most powerful country in Southeast Asia. Okay. Then after that, you can also write the last reason is hukum kanun Melaka juga mengutamakan prioritize. This undang-undang doesn't have bias. It doesn't have bias. It doesn't play favorites. Hukum kanun Melaka juga mengutamakan kebajikan rakyat. They also prioritize the welfare of the people. Kebajikan, you can aside the welfare. They actually care about the people. Instead of creating rules that actually empowers certain people, like maybe the Sultan himself, the pembesar, which they didn't. These undang-undang are created for the people, to protect the people, that are beneficial to the people. That's why other countries like to refer. It's very fair, so good. It is so good. Okay. So any question? Ada apa-apa soalan? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. If no question, no, time to do essay. Come on, baby. Okay, ready? A. Jelaskan peranan. Okay, wait. We have to understand. This question is talking about what? This question is talking about the ruling system of Malacca Empire. So, jelaskan peranan bendahara. Easy. Do you remember who is bendahara? In system pembesar. Okay. Last time, Malacca, they uses a system called system pembesar 4 lipatan. Okay, they uses a system called system pembesar 4 lipatan. Okay, then do you remember in system pembesar 4 lipatan, there's how many pembesar? 60 pembesar in total. But you just have to know the top 4 pembesar, aka the big 4. And one of it is bendahara. So they want you to explain what does a bendahara actually do? You can write. Okay, in essay how to write usually you write the question dulu A, you are doing A ma. Then you empty 2 spaces you can write then you can start writing your answers Bendahara merupakan ketua pentadbir. What does it mean? Bendahara, he is the head of all pembesar. He is the head of all pembesar. Okay, so that's why I told you in Big 4, bendahara is the most powerful pembesar. And number 2, not only that, bendahara also juga merupakan ketua terus angkatan tentera. What does it mean? Bendahara, he is also the leader of the military. That means other than Sultana, he is the second person who can actually command the army. Okay? And number 3, bendahara juga bertugas sebagai what lah? Pemangku sultan. What is pemangku sultan? If sultan is sick, if sultan is absent in the meeting, then bendahara will play as the substitute or the representative of the king. Whatever he say is what the king say. Can faham? Very powerful. And last one. And most of the time, selain itu, bendahara juga akan juga akan menasihati sultan, give advice dalam berbagai hal. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 marks already. Is this 4 marks? Yeah, this question is 4 marks. Yeah. This is how you do essay question. So any question? Any question? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Noah, I repeat again. Long time ago in Malacca, how do they run their country? First, they uses a system called Sistem Pemersat Empat Lipatan. And what the Sistem Pemersat Empat Lipatan means, how does it work? Sultan is the biggest, and under Sultan, they'll have 60 Pemersat, which are divided into 4 layers. The first layer got 4 Pemersat. They are known as the big 4, the top 4, Pembesar Berempat. Inside got Bendahara lah, Penghulu Bendahari, Temenggung lah, and Laksamana. But the question wants to ask you all, what Bendahara do? Bendahara, he's the Ketua Pendapil. He's the Ketua Pendapil. Then he's also the second person who can actually control army other than Sultan. That's why he is super powerful. And if something happened to the Sultan, Sultan not able to make it to certain meeting, not able to go to certain places, Bendahara will become the Pemangku. Pemangku, the substitution of Sultan. He can take control of the meeting. Okay, as a Sultan, like a Sultan. Okay. Number 2, bagaimanakah Kesultanan Melayu Melaka dalam aspek berikut? So now they want you to explain how they run their money system and how they run their keselamatan. Okay, so again, every time before you write the question, because this one got B1 and B2, so you have to specifically write B1 and empty 2 spaces. Sistem kewangan. Okay, first of all, you can write Penghulu Bendahari Penghulu Bendahari is actually the Pemesar who manage the kewangan of Melaka. Penghulu Bendahari bertanggung jawab untuk menguruskan perbendaharaan Melaka. Okay, so Penghulu Bendahari are responsible to handle the perbendaharaan of Melaka. Okay, but you have to explain how. For example, hasil cukai akan disalurkan untuk kepentingan kerajaan. Because he is the one who manage the money, so you have to allocate the money, some of the money, portion of the money for the country, developing the country. For example, like doing what? Contohnya, for example, membeli senjata dan membina istana. Okay, buying weapons and building a palace. Okay, then after that, who are the one who collect the cukai? You have to explain. Wait, what color? Blue color. Then you can write cukai di pelabuhan akan dikutip oleh Shah Bandar. Okay. Then the rest of the cukai will be collected collected by the pemirsa of the area. So this question, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 marks already. Okay. So we settle A, we settle B1 already. B2 and C, you guys can try to do it at home. Of course, if you guys got any problem, feel free to WhatsApp me. Just tanya saya. Okay. Because no time already. So today we'll stop here. I hope this seminar can help you refresh your memories on chapter 1. Okay. Then I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye everybody. Bye. Welcome. Bye-bye. Bye. Boy. Welcome. Bye-bye.